Are you ready for this, off-worlder? Old Carthag awaits. Remember, if we're caught, we're dead. But don't worry, off-worlder. I'll make sure your water finds the Fremen. That fan would slice you to a fine mist, a most obscene waste of water. We must disable this fan if we are to proceed. This air smells antiseptic to me.
Make her take our souls.
Off-worlder, I don't suppose you happen to have a dissembler set to the exact codes of this pentashield, do you? I thought not. Our paths must diverge for the moment, but let us keep our voices close on the community. Happy hunting. Off-worlder, are you there? I'm certain you've noticed by now we have entered something well beyond normal Harkonnen devilry. see things that raise the darkest of suspicions. I'm not... Sand
Man.
in the sky. One moment, Offworlder. I must examine this.
I know there's gonna be radiation here. I would have brought my suit.
By the Maker. Offworlder, we have entered a den of abominations. These are Tleilaxu. We must be in one of their laboratories.
Attend, children. It is time. Hear me. Where were you born? Where is your place? Put your hand in the box.
Do you know of the Beni Tleilax, Offworlder? The star Thalam warms but one planet, because it could not bear any further obscenity.
Fucking take. You now.
The Tleilaxu are genetic manipulators of the highest order. They brew wonder and dread from the essence of life. Entire galaxies of horror distilled into a test tube. For even the most profane soul, the Tleilaxu excites disgust.
This leads some of our geneticists to hypothesize that a Gola's death memory can be accessed. Through the proper form of stimuli and psychological trauma, a Gola may reawaken their pre-Gola memories. The degree of this recall is, at this time, only speculation. If true, this is the path to apotheosis. This is the path to immortality. And so, we continue our work. We continue our grand prayer to the clay.
Oh, shit. Right. That's a little tricky, aren't they?
Hear me. You are the scoundrel. We are the hands. You are the
What happened? Huh? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. I was gonna say. Oh god damn it, did I lock myself out of this one too? No fucking shot. So take this time. Go to my base real quick. I swear to God, if I mess this up, I'm gonna be so pissed. I mean, the screen was black. There was nothing I could do. I had to back out. back in there. Oh boy. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Okay. Hopefully I'm not fucked yet.
Are you ready for this? Or remember, if
That almost scared me. I really thought I'd lock myself up. Yeah, really started me all the way back from the beginning. Whatever. At least I know I'm not like permanently locked out of this mission like I was the other one.
the fan would slice you This air smells antiseptic to me.
I mean, it could have been worse. I could have been permanently locked out of this area and actually unable to finish the story.
Off-worlder, are you there? I'm certain you've noticed by now we have entered something well beyond normal Harkonnen devilry. I see things that raise the darkest of suspicions. I'm not... Sand and sky. One moment, Off-worlder. I must examine this. By the Maker. Off-worlder, we have entered a den of abominations. These are Tleilaxu. We must be in one of their laboratories. Do you know the Beni Tleilax, Off-worlder? The star Thalam warms but one planet, because it could not bear any further obscenity. The Tleilaxu are genetic manipulators of the highest order. They brew wonder and dread from the essence of life. Entire galaxies of horror distilled into a test tube. For even the most profane soul, the Tleilaxu excite disgust.
Fragmented memories of their previous existence.
Hear me. You are the scoundrel. We are the hands. You are the
Next time, just don't immediately press escape after the cutscene.
Dear God, if you could see what I'm seeing.
Come on. Seriously? Seriously? Wait, shit, how is one person supposed to do all this on his own? Like, for real. Oh my god, this is fucking retarded. Can I use my gun at least? These are annoying. Oh my god, I literally can't do shit because they gang up on me. Oh my, I literally can't hit them. This is fucking bullshit, dude. The boss is gonna be annoying as fuck.
I cannot tell you, Off-Worlder. It's utterly beyond thought. I dare not tell you. The most disturbing spice dream could not show this. They are not...
How many hits? Jesus Christ. What the? How? How is one person supposed to do this mission on his own? This is stupid. How many hits do they take? God, this is stupid.
Curse these hellish things! Legions! They defy all reason! Shai Halud take you!
Hope this is like the last fucking room I have to deal with this shit. Oh my god. It's not even like it's hard, it's just annoying. Oh, dang. Nope, nope, I'm fucking stuck. I'm literally stuck in a corner. Cool, thank you. Yeah, just keep taking my stabs. Cool. Oh my god, how many more waves? Reload. Oh, hello. How many? Jesus Christ, this is so stupid. Can run. Oh my god, you didn't reload. You wanna die? Thank God.
Off-Worlder. We must reunite. There are hatches that lead downward. See if you can locate one.
That's like actually stupid. really hope there's not another wave of those. Another section. Because I mean, that was
We have
stupid.
even explored the possibility of using axolotl tanks to replicate the spice melange. This would forever change the shape of power in the universe.
Getting it, that means it's not real spice. Or authentic, I mean. At least these guys tank it.
Off-worlder, I have entered a large cavern and will await you here. Hurry.
I have seen things this day that I will never speak of. For when I pass out of this universe, the memory of it
It's
will
useful.
mercifully die. Come, let us continue.
Our cat's paw returns and brings a desert lion in tow. What is it you seek? The sleeper is not here.
It is a strange thing to see a Bene Gesserit perched at the center of a Tlilaxu web.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Tell me, if you are truly of the Sisterhood, then command us to put our blades away.
Clever children.
Talk, or we will take turns degloving your skull of all its faces.
Be at peace, Desert Lion. I'm here to give answers.
What interest does the Bene Tlilax have with me?
Speaking as someone who habitually hides behind other guises, perhaps we're interested in the real you. The royal you.
Tell us what you know of the Sleeper.
Oh yes, the sleeper is our greatest experiment yet. However, I should like to talk about this one here.
How does this off-worlder relate to you and your plans?
Have you not guessed?
Amputees often complain of feeling their phantom limbs. Tell me, little homunculus, when you allowed yourself to be Count Fenring's plaything. When you murdered sibling.
After sibling.
Did you feel nothing?
clones are grown from cells taken from the living. Golas are harvested from the dead. They are walking mausoleums, haunted by the memories of a corpse. Oh, my poor child of the tube. Your life is not yours. Your memories and identity are product, code, content. You are one of many, a ghoulish fractal, repeating and repeating and repeating. Every horror you've faced in this land emerged from the same slime you congealed in.
Enough. That's more than enough.
You seem to have me at a disadvantage, Desert Lion. I do not possess the voice. I am no Bene Gesserit. And yet, when it comes to our product, I may as well be. Kill Xantar!
Oh shit.
You still don't know what cadaver you were scraped from.
There's no time for masks now. My real name, is Bronso Vernius. My mission is to find the sleeper. Listen, the Fremen are still out there. They will return once the sleeper has awakened. You must find Stilgar. Arrakis has sharpened you, off-worlder. But what will you do with that edge?
Rip Zentaro, I guess. Stop hitting me with rocks. How the fuck do I get out of here? Can you?
Hello? Are you there? So you made it out. Good. I want to hear all about it, but it's complicated. After Fade Routha was spotted in Arakeen, Mother and Father have put me on lockdown. For different reasons, of course. Father thinks the Harkonnen want to abduct and force me to submit to the betrothal with Fade. Mother, well, she's more worried about my meeting Zentara without a chaperone, I think. We've got history. Speaking of the most wanted man in the Imperium, he's disappeared again, hasn't he? Did he say when he'll make contact? The man is frustratingly hard to pin down. He does love playing the dashing outlaw. I'll reach out again when I can find the time. Be safe.
Very good. You're there. Count Fenring wants to talk to you, and it's never a good idea to keep our dear Fenring waiting. Come to me in Harko as soon as you can. I have a ribbon for you, kitten.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Can't believe it's still up. It's gonna be up for a while because it's all plaster.
Oh, look. The kitten is back. Do we have business? Dangerous to speak that name aloud. Even here, beneath the cone of silence. You understand that we are not official. We are the Hidden Hand. Our connection offers no protection. Only the danger of discovery and a slow death at the hands of those who would thwart the Imperium's interests. You better be. Dangerous times for us all. I hope you're ready, kitten. Well, I didn't ask. I'll have my men take you to him. His instructions are clear. We need to blindfold you first. See? I told you I had a ribbon for you, didn't I, kitten? Such trust. I promise not to take advantage of it.
Ah, my favorite assassin. I must confess that reading Alara's reports is a rare pleasure. Except this last report. You entered the ruins of Old Carthag, accompanied by the outlaw Zantara, and you returned alone. Tell me, what happened down there? The Beni Tlilax, a nest of spiders that burned with Old Carthag, or so I thought. And you, a Gola, the flesh of the fallen, reborn. fascinating. They were the first sign that the Beni Tleilax were not done with Arrakis. My agents began reporting stir-ups among the minor power players. We quickly discovered that these were Tleilax agents, but that they were Gola was unexpected. Nevertheless, I could not allow them to destabilize the region. We must each do our part, and the spice must flow. Years ago, my informants traced some unusual activity in Carthage to a Beni Tleilaxu lab. Before we could investigate further, the city was destroyed. The destruction of old Carthage is considered a terrible accident. But was it? I believe it was the Tleilaxu who destroyed the city. A monstrous choice. Destroying innocent lives to cover their profane works. Unlike clones, who are grown from living cells, Gola are grown from the flesh of one who has died. The process of doing so is knowledge known only to the Beni Tleilax. They make a fortune dealing their blasphemous wares across the Imperium. Spoiled Na Familia will pay extraordinary sums to have their favorite pet or retainer resurrected. But they are never quite the same. No Gola has the memories of its original host. No Gola remembers who they are. If you value the past, or the mind, then Gola are worthless. Indeed, you are a refinement. Your compulsion doesn't drive you to madness as it did the ones who came before you. You have a great deal of imprinting. You can learn skills that take decades to develop in a short amount of time. And, fascinatingly, you don't have the appearance of whoever you are originally grown from. Perhaps that is the clue. You must have been someone with a recognizable face. The Beni Tleilax are forced to hide you in plain sight. It's plausible. You seem designed to be anonymous. It seems highly unlikely. Such experiments would be psychologically unstable. Perhaps we can discover the answer together. Recently, there has been a string of murders in Arrakeen. The victims have all been my agents at one time or another. A Tleilax retaliation for your efforts on my behalf. My chief inspector believes so. Travel to Arrakeen. Find my investigator in the Imperial Consulate. He'll be thrilled to have the help.
Oh, I imagine.
I expect nothing but excellence from you. Report to Alara when you are done. I will continue research into your origins.
I'll be right back.
If it isn't Fenring's pet puzzle box. Last we met, there was a Sadaka blade against your throat, and I was debating how best to make you scream. Careful, prisoner. I might start thinking you're trying to scare me. Truth is what I'm after as well, but words are easy. Actions will tell me if you mean it. We don't have time for guesswork, but rushing breeds mistakes, and mistakes mean more blood on the streets. This killer is methodical, precise, and they won't stop until the job's done. There's a pattern to the victims. Find it, and you might catch them in the act. If the killer's still here, and we believe they are, then this is our best and maybe only chance to stop them. And make no mistake, if the Bennett Tleilaxu are involved, this isn't just a string of murders. It's a purge, carefully planned and devastating. A threat not only to Arakeen, but to the stability of the entire Imperium. There is no we. You go out and dig. I stay here and wait for the results. Don't come back empty-handed. They were competent, trained, and experienced. But skill only gets you so far when someone's watching your every move. They ran into something or someone they didn't expect. That's why they're dead now. No one's been able to stop whatever's behind this yet. You want suspects? Count Fenring has enemies stacked like sandbags. Some want him dead, some want him ruined, and the rest are just waiting to see which comes first. I am doing that very thing, am I not? The Sheriff of Arakeen has many opinions. One of them is that I should stay out of his way. For now, it's sufficient that I remain in the shadows. You're not Fenring's only pet. He's got a whole shelf of broken things he likes to wind up and watch. Start with the engineer, Austin Lath, on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull. The last two victims were known associates. He must be mixed up in this somehow. He's not out on the floor with the common drinkers, if that's what you're thinking. Lath sticks to the back rooms. Quiet, curated, and expensive enough to keep the rabble out. Of course not. They are restricted to patrons of higher standing than prisoner. You'll have to speak with the barman on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull, Alistair Chin. Either he or their security man, Ugo Firenze, can provide access. Agent doesn't mean what you think here. Fenring's people aren't all cloak and dagger types. More like a specialized bunch of killers and survivors. You fit in better than you realize. We have a prevailing theory, yes. You've just come from Carthage, have you not? Then you felt it. The way the air there hums. Like the place is still screaming. That wasn't war. Wasn't Harkonnen spite. That was Tleilaxu work. Precise and measured erasure. And these killings bear the same signature. Makes a tidy cover story, wouldn't you say? The Tleilaxu had a secret foothold under Carthage. You saw it. Hidden labs. Vaults full of nightmares. Things that don't belong on any world. Then someone found it. And when it wasn't secret anymore, they burned the city to cover their tracks. It would seem that the Tleilaxu believe that, yes. I believe the exact who of it doesn't really matter anymore. For the Tleilaxu, a single breach warrants annihilation. They'll burn the whole house down, just to kill the mouse. Then they're not done burning. They'll keep going house by house, room by room, name by name, until the scent's gone and the ash settles. Lath had an assistant, Hester Krimt. Talk to her. She's a smart girl.
does most of his work, then earns her hazard pay swatting hands from randy officers on the upper level of the Bull. If only I had a dossier and a drink menu. Find the man. You'll learn more in 5 minutes than I could tell you in 10. Should you require further guidance, return to me.
We meet again. My clinic is plagued with troubles. Perhaps you can help me. Perhaps you will reconsider. We meet again. We meet again.
Welcome to the Matador Room. If you're here for shade, if you're here for honesty, I suggest dehydration. An engineer? Ah, my dear, we get all sorts. Tinkerers, thinkers, men with their heads in copper and sin. Austin Leith. That's not a name one forgets, even in this fog of faces and ruin. What's it to you? Grave danger, is it? Tragic how engineers attract it like rust. Yes, we all know Master Lathe. He's a fixture both here at the bar and in the Espada Lounge, our members-only room in the back. Surprises for school children and clerks. I serve poison in crystal and betrayal in whispers. Trouble is my afternoon tea. Importance is relative, darling. To you, perhaps urgent. To me, just another evening with too many voices and too few tips. Talk to Ugo. He's the poor soul tasked with mopping up after people who think their urgency is persuasive.
Welcome to the Matador Room, where the spirit of Caladan steps into the ring, poised, unshaken, and noble to the end. Here we pay tribute to Duke Polus Atreides, the Matador of Honor, the blade wrapped in velvet. His was a dance not of death, but of discipline, of a soul meeting fate without fear. Ah, alas, the old Duke met his fate in the ring. Ah, but as the sea shapes the shore, so too does courage shape legacy. Enter as guest, remain as kin. For this is a house where dignity does not bow. If you need anything, do not hesitate. Master Chim and I are here to serve. Believe me, I would love to usher you in and cause a scandal. But unless your house's sigil is on the registry, you will have to enjoy this floor with the rest of us wretches. Follow all the leads you want, friend, but not past that curtain. I don't bend the rules just because someone sounds serious. Besides, the room is on lockdown. I'm just the gatekeeper here. A minor medical incident with a patron. We are grateful for your patience. Of course, discretion and propriety forbid me from disclosing the activities of our patrons. You understand. Hey, Thors sent you. Yes, we know Master Letha well. Alas, he is the subject of the unfortunate medical incident I spoke of. Yes, but that was before you identify yourself as the sub-prefect's agent. I regret to inform you that the engineer has suffered the most conclusive of health setbacks. Let's just say he won't be ordering more drinks anytime soon. Very well. But may I ask what is it you are looking for? You are right, of course. If it was the murder, then Master Leith deserves some inquiry. I am ashamed. Your forbearance reminds me of our beloved Duke. Long may he live. What a conspiracy! The man was cooked on Vanta draft, and he liked to play revolutionary between relapses. Please, wave your little wand around. You will see what I saw. The trail of a man who burned from the inside out.
you're hearing this, well, I didn't get away. I'm Austin Lathe, engineer. The guy they call when they want things done, not questions asked. There was this one chance I could have said no, but I didn't. I crunched the numbers, fine-tuned them. That was all it took to bring down the ceiling on 1 million lives. I didn't press the button, but I knew it was coming. I just didn't want to disappoint the guy who asked. They gave me a new title, a nicer coat, called me Na Familia. But after that, they wouldn't look me in the eye. And the thing I hear over and over, it's not the blast, it's my silence. Then I found this pamphlet stuck behind a sink. You dig, you sweat, you die, and your work builds opera houses on worlds you'll never see. There was a sandfly stamped on the back, razor wings, sickle-shaped stinger. What bleeds in silence must one day sing. Didn't get it then, but those words stuck.
Evening, Sergeant. Am I being redeployed to the gutter, or just the curb? Looking for Austin Lathe, hmm? Let me tell you about Corporal Lathe. No relation, mind you. 5th Mesa Infantry, Dejamwadi, hell of a fight. We'd cut down half a cohort of Harkonnen dragoons and engineers, stalling the Bastion's build. One blink too long, and we were marked. Last fire from the Bastion's shadow, pinning us down, peeling men apart. But Corporal Lath, he moved through that ruin like it was his own grave. Blood on the stone, breath like ash. Got behind the nest, killed it quiet. A minor victory swallowed by the endless grind of war. Corporal Lath and 11 other troopers died that day. You want a hero's tale, that's it. But don't expect the Lath you're chasing to be like that. Different man. This one's just a ghost story for fools at the bar. I hope your Lath is alive. Mine surely isn't.
Hello? Are you the server? I would like...
Are you from the planetologist office? I'm getting rather annoyed.
What? I see no cup in your...
Oh, I swear to the stars, if you're here to ply me with a drink, I'm going to shove shards of glass in your eyes. I'm sorry. Am I sorry? No, no, I'm not. Let me be plain. This is the worst possible time. I do not wish to speak. Kindly go away, please. You've seen... Very well. Let's get this over with. My name is Hester Klimt. Ask your questions. I was his assistant. We worked together at the Imperial Planetologist's office. That's the extent of our relationship. Adequate. He was adequate. At any rate, he's dead now, leaving me sorting out a mountain of chaos. Damn him. Sorry. He was my boss. I didn't know him outside of the workplace. I can't be of any more help than that. No. And what does it matter? There's no foul play. Unless you have some compelling evidence or medical training, I have to deal with the fallout now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to prepare. I have to clean out his office. I have to prepare for his replacement. There's too much.
We meet again. I can't say I know the name, but I'm afraid my head has been buried in matters concerning my clinic of late. What's this to do with me? A possible murder, then. I see. That is interesting. At least morbidly so. Today has taken an interesting turn. I'll do the best I can without a body to directly examine. What can you tell me about the state of the cadaver? That could definitely support suspicions of poison. However, there are myriad other medical reasons that could cause such discoloration. A poison snooper would be the most expedient method. I'm afraid I don't have any snoopers at all. My supplies are lacking in general at the moment. If I knew that, I'd have one already. but I'm not exactly familiar with the more illicit sources of goods in Arakeen. Hello again. I can't say I know the name. A possible murder, then. Today has taken that makes me suspect poison. However, a poison's... I'm afraid if I knew that...
Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for anything special? Well, color me curious. You've got a specific purpose in your eyes. What are you looking for? Don't know the man directly, but his name comes up now and then among those of us who sell things on the sly. You're in luck. I just so happen to have a snooper. I could part with it for a proper pittance of Solari, or perhaps some alternative form of payment. Then stop wasting...
500 solar.
You again? What now? In this terminal... Not that it's a... But it is a I am the...
I can't withdraw Solari anymore?
Besides... Oh, I am the... As such, it is my... How would I know? As on... But I... There's entire...
Is that not the right place?
Welcome. Would you like... How much Thalaris would you like to with...
Oh, hey there, friend. Well, color me curious. You're in luck. I just so... Solari always spends. Much obliged.
back so soon? Looking for Austin? We'd cut one blink, but Corporal, a mine of Corporal, you want to hear? This one's...
I'm in over my head. I'm not in the proper state of mind, and I promise there will be collateral damage if I have to open my mouth. Murder? That's impossible. I don't... How could you... No, there's clearly been a mistake. The situation is insane enough without these wild theories. No, murder... It seems so unlikely, doesn't it? I don't... All right, you nerve-wracking hound. Let me think. Perhaps I do know something that would help. Ask your questions. Stranger than usual? He did become extra agitated. Paranoid, even. Particularly after a meeting with a strange woman. A redhead. He met with her in a closed room for hours. He came out, distressed, immediately ordering a thop to transport for the following day. I didn't recognize her. She looked, noble, perhaps. Congratulations on that brilliant deduction. I don't know if I should, He had a secret workshop in the Eastern Shield Wall. I don't know why he chose such a remote location. I don't know what he worked on there. I never saw him work. I'll send you the coordinates of the workshop. I understand. Let's get this over with. Murder. I just can't believe... Well, the more I think about it, someone murdering Austin isn't so unbelievable. I don't know what to believe. Austin wasn't a conventional boss. He rarely came into the office. A dysfunctional workplace, to say the least. No guidance, little teaching, nothing. With the absence of Cyprian Io, I've been taught nothing. I've had to figure it out as I go, running the day-to-day affairs in the chaos. In essence, I'm the acting planetologist of Arrakis. It's ludicrous. I'm in over my head. Damn Austin. Or rest in peace. Or both. I'm losing my mind. I've long suspected someone owes him a major favor. That's just speculation. You should understand, Austin was a brilliant engineer, as near as I can tell. But something shattered him at some point. He's a shadow of who he was. It wasn't any one thing or any describable clue. Just a million tiny intangibles taken in while being around him. Something had him guilt-racked. Once I saw him sobbing over a set of city planning sketches. He didn't see me. He avoided his work and skill set. It made him feel guilty or afraid. I'm not sure how he made ends meet, but the job title remained and money kept coming in. An alibi for Austin's murder. I was out on business that Austin had been neglecting. I'm afraid the only proof I can show are piles of hastily prepared paperwork. Alistair and Ugo have access to any room in the Seleucid Ball, of course. I know I've seen Ambrose Lucifera in and out of there. Isn't that the thing about murder? We're often surprised by who is capable. I suppose Ugo and Alistair might have their own shady dealings. But I can't imagine them killing someone in their own establishment. And Ambrose seems too ridiculous. Was that some sort of revolutionary manifesto? I don't know much about the book itself, other than Austin was reading it obsessively recently. Not specifically. Well, I don't know if it is any way connected, but Austin's political demeanor was becoming more I suppose, militant. Towards the end, he also seemed to be hanging out about more and more shady and dangerous-looking people, though I have no idea who they were.
Found what you were looking for? Or just a new regret? I believe you are mistaken. Master Lathe is under the influence of something quite spiritual. Vantadraft. Known side effects include coma, confession, and occasionally death. But let's be generous and assume the middle one. You're right, no games. Just a corpse in the Espada room, and a list of insults I had hoped to use before Vantadraft finished what regret started. Murdered? No. Master Lathe was far too committed to slow, deliberate self-annihilation, not flashy enough for murder. Self-loathing's not a flaw in this town. It's a currency, and Master Lathe had it to spare. He spent it on bad liquor, bad romance, and bad books, in that general order. Vantadraft poured black as regret. The real stuff, illegal with a trace of poison, mined in barrels, not bottled. Master Lathe said it was the only drink honest enough to finish what he started. Not officially, just a spice stabilizer that got banned in 3 systems. Makes the color pretty. Also kills your liver. Depending on who you ask, that's a feature. Trace amounts of hexene chloride, legally classified as lacquer thinner, adds that lovely licorice bite. Builds up in the blood until your nerves start skipping beats. But it's slow, subtle. Death by decimal. Master Lathe collected bad decisions like drink tickets. And love was just another excuse to disappear for a night. Or 3. Weird stuff, off-the-record titles. Things that don't circulate legally. Class struggle, worker dignity. That sort of quaint filth. The kind of books that'll get you locked up on over half the systems in the Imperium. Sorry. The desk to sign out library books is on the lower floor. Things you don't read for fun. Anti-imperial treatises. Sandfly manifestos. I don't know. I suppose he wanted to unbolt the class system with his wrench and conviction. Should have known tools like us don't get to fix things. We just hold the weight until it crushes us. You will have to ask his assistant, Hester Klimt. She catalogues tragedy like a tax collector. Go spoil her mood.
Ah, you are back. How can I help? He did say something about hating the Harkonnens, but that does not make him special around here. Trouble and the Harkonnens go hand in hand here. You could throw a stick in any direction and hit someone with a grudge against the Baron. But a murder here, right under Hawatsa's nose, that is not just bold. She is near impossible. You would need more than hate or ambition. It would take something special to earn that. Names and colors, they come and go like desert winds. If Master Lathe was seen with a red head, perhaps she was just another storm passing through. Red hair is common enough. If she had a business with Master Lathe, I was not privy to it. Some things are best left unspoken, eh? But who would want to kill a Master Lathe? He was already doing a good job over that himself. Between his taste for that toxic Harkonnen brew he loved so much, and the company he kept. House Deserters and ex-Dune men mostly. Not the kind that file taxes or hold court on Kaiten. Keep it down, stranger. But yes, if you are asking if Master Lathe drifted that far, he did. Master Lathe was a creature of habit, wretched ones. Benders that lasted days. Women and drink until he couldn't see straight. Oh, public! Shouting poetry in the gutter. One sock, no shoes. The sheriff, he dragged him in more than once. No charges, of course. Not for his kind. He would vanish. Poof! Sometimes for days or weeks at a time. Always come back clear-eyed, skin back like a desert stone. That is when he would hole up in the private room, pour himself a Vanta, crack open one of those revolutionary tomes, and the cycle would begin anew.
You? Again? You're like a rash. I'm sorry. Was that hurtful? Not hurtful enough. How is this supposed to go?
If it isn't my would-be assassin with a heart of gold, or perhaps silver or bronze, I can always count on you to liven up a mundane evening. Austin's dead, but I only saw him recently. So full of life. Wait. Is this a potential murder investigation? How charmingly macabre! Do you really think someone murdered poor Austin? Shh, don't spoil it. Yes, I simply must be involved. How might I facilitate your... Now see here, I am only midway through today's debauch, and am of sound enough mind to answer the queries of both of you. There are two of you, yes? I jest. Oh, do lighten up. This isn't a funeral, it's a possible murder scene. I've already imbibed several libations in dear Estim's memory. Yes, of course. Carry on. My occasional drinking companion has an education in engineering. If anything, he's even more of a man of leisure than I. He has an advisory position at the Imperial Planetologist's office, though I don't believe he's ever set foot in that office. He's here more often than even I. If you ask me, and you have, he curried the favor of someone powerful to receive such a cushy job. Well, his carnal pursuits are prodigious. He worked his way through nearly all of Arakeen's eligible ladies. The man knows how to pitch woo prolifically. It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy details, I'll be here, keeping vigil for poor Austin.
Very well. What do you want? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you harassing me? Portifoy, prepare for action.
Back so soon? Looking for a... Wait, one. But Corporal Lee? A minor corporal? You want to hit this one?
Found what you were looking for? If you must. I eagerly anticipate your return. No,
I'm in over my head. I'm not in the proper state of mind, and I promise that... Who made that fanciful exaggeration? Ambrose Lucifera? The man's mind is a perverted carnival. I saw nothing to suggest anything of the sort. Now that sounds like a fanciful exaggeration. I at least saw nothing to suggest anything like that.
Who else? Right on to him.
Found what you were looking for, if you must. Saw him when he came in to measure his Vanderdraft. Fussed with the paw like a chemist balancing a toxin. That was this morning. His assistant Hester and that puffed-up wine merchant Ambrose Lucifera used to intrude, but not lately. The last few weeks he kept the door closed and the bottle closer. What was he reading? I don't always keep up. Very heavy, and good for killing ants. I'm holding out for the Communinet adaptation. Histories of Imperial Descent Volume 6 was a real hoot. That narrows it down to half the bad decisions made in this district. Sorry, I don't make a habit of cataloguing Master Lathe's conquests. As far as I know, the only one who wanted the engineer dead is the engineer. You'll have to ask his assistant, Hester. I eagerly anticipate can't get anything past you.
Who am I missing here? Right.
Very well, what do you want? I don't think you could get into any school that I attended. Your bone structure betrays you. Oh, I have no doubt you hail from some sort of bucolic backwards nobility, but you walk among titans now, hayseed. Restrain yourself.
Are you from the planetologist office? I'm getting rather annoyed. Wait, I can't hear you at all. Allow me to engage my enhanced hearing. Only thing the bloody Tlilaxua. There. Now, my grandson Cyprian is the Imperial planetologist here. Who are you? My grandson Cyprian. Well, you should bloody well know him if you are from the... Then why are we...
Ah, you are back. How can I help? But who? Between his... How... Master... Up! He would have... That...
Back so soon? Looking for a... We'd cut one, but Corporal... A minor Vic... Corporal Lath. You want to hit this?
Very well, what do you want? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you
Who was I supposed to talk to?
I'm in over my head. I'm not in the proper state of mind. I understand.
Oh, you're back. You dare bother me again. Don't my lady me, you ghastly pretender. Whatever low peerage you claim can hardly justify your appalling manners. I know the names and faces of 132 great houses that matter, and you are not among them. Perhaps you are a lord in whatever backwater you hail from, but here, you get my...
What am I missing?
Ah, the return of our intrepid. Why, I should think you'd be the resident expert on poisons with your involvement in the farcical plot to assassinate me. That was you, wasn't it? Just a jest at your expense. All water under the bridge, I assure you. Why, some of my closest friends have tried to murder me at one time or another. Now, what were we talking about? A proper murder mystery, and I'm a suspect. How wickedly romantic. Perhaps I felt a deadly envy toward my dear friend. Nothing comes to mind. He was a sad sack of wine, whereas I am rather fabulous. Come to think of it, we weren't very close friends. Pshaw, we can hammer out a motive later. I'm just glad to be in the rogues gallery of this caper. I can say this about poisoning Austin. It would be easy to do. The man had recently developed a bottomless appetite for spiced alcohol. Not everyone can handle vice with the charm and panache that I do. People like Austin turn alcoholic dependency into something depressing. Something terrible haunted that man. 1 part guilt and 2 parts fear of discovery, shaken well and garnished with intrigue. Take it as you will. I am just a fatuous noble brat with too much leisure on his hands. Or perhaps I'm at my most serious when I'm joking. Allow me to lend you an ear. Maybe 2. Ah, yes, his illimitable nervous tic. I can stomach murder and cadavers, but just thinking about that man's poor, tormented cuticles. Ugh. And I'll tell you another thing. He had deep-seated mother issues that bordered on fetishistic.
Oh.
We can smell our own.
Oh.
I can say that he was rather buried in that book, a recent reading obsession. He even had it open at the bar, barely registering the people around. I was mildly put off by all the finger-licking he did whilst turning the pages, but if moisture is needed on Arrakis, one must simply supply it themselves. Oh, yes, that was the most scandalous bit about it. A rather controversial text full of criticisms of the Empire. The title was... Histories of Imperial Descent, Volume 7, The Ikaz Revolt, Causes, Conduct, and Consequences Within the Imperium. Or something, thereabouts. Come to think of it, he also recently read a banned Sandflies manifesto titled Wings in the Dark, Notes Toward a Future Without Chains. Yes, well, I simply must petition my house to change our motto to, For We Are High Functioning. I'm afraid I missed out on that bit of gossip. A pity. I did see him reading a Sandflies manifesto recently. Only that they have an improbably high propensity for slapping me, men and women. Though to be fair to them, I deserved it. Oh, do you mean Austin's tremulous little apprentice cowering at the window? In that case, no. I shall count them. Do I get to play the part of a potential suspect? Fun! Yes, I've been at this establishment for most of the day. Sounds sad now that I'm saying it. Anyway, the proprietor can vouch for me. Well, only the usual assortment of patrons. Nothing noteworthy, I'm afraid. It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy
Essay findings for sub-prefect tools. God, that shit took forever. Just non-stop dialogue.
Report. rattled her then. Good. Did anything shake loose? Did she say where? If he was running, that's the direction we look. Very good. You're starting to think like a Cheops player. But every cleared square reveals a trap or a truth. Go see which one Lath left behind. The pyramid game. 9 levels. Like chess built for mentats. It doesn't matter if you have... The point is, you don't win Cheops by chasing pawns. Every piece changes value as you climb the board. Just like an investigation, you can't trust what's in front of you until you understand what's above it and what's beneath.
Verbal, no kidding. Fly over to my base and make another wind trap. Or water trap, whatever it's called.
Next.
Okay.
too. Just wanted to let you know I'm still alive. Listen, I stumbled into this group. The Sandflies, they call themselves. Used to be spice workers, but they stuck it to their bosses. They gave me food, shelter, water even, for free. I felt guilty about it. So eventually, I told them about how I was a slave on the run. These guys embraced me and said, "Welcome home." Can you believe that? Look, I know you're probably mad I ran away and left you behind, but I honestly didn't think I would last a week on the run. But now that I found the Sandflies, I think you should risk it too. My new friends tell me you'd be welcome. Miss you, sis.
After the pamphlet, I started asking questions like, who does this serve? And the answer kept coming back. It serves them, the nobility. And nobody burned brighter on that pyre than Phaedra Vi. Old money, old grudges. She wore ruin like perfume. We drank, talked, pretended we weren't just ghosts. One night, I told her my worst secret, the one I can't say here. She didn't flinch. I asked her what that made me. A man, she said. A man with blood on his hands like the rest of us. You just don't wear gloves. Then one morning she showed up with real gloves, silk, elbow length. I knew she was hiding something. I gave her my worst sin like it was a love letter. She smiled, kissed me, then she asked for a confession. Not for her, for the Harkonnens. Said she needed money to buy back her family's heirloom. I laughed and asked if she was serious. Deadly, she said, and took another sip of her drink like it was just another Thursday.
jumping darts. Oh! Oh no. Oh god. I was jumping. And where am I? Oh god. Heal. There's still so many of them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
After the pamphlet, I started asking questions like, who does this serve? And the answer kept coming back. It serves them, the nobility. And nobody burned brighter on that pyre than Phaedra Vi. Old money, old grudges. She wore ruin like perfume. We drank, talked, pretended we weren't just ghosts. One night, I told her my worst secret, the one I can't say here. She didn't flinch. I asked her what that made me. A man, she said. A man with blood on his hands like the rest of us. You just don't wear gloves. Then one morning she showed up with real gloves, silk, elbow length. I knew she was hiding something. I gave her my worst sin like it was a love letter. She smiled, kissed me, then she asked for a confession. Not for her, for the Harkonnens. Said she needed money to buy back her family's heirloom. I laughed and asked if she was serious. Deadly, she said, and took another sip of her drink like it was just another Thursday.
One. One Solari. There you go, bub. There's your Solari.
You've been to the workshop. Well, you're still alive, so I assume the greeting committee took it poorly. What did you find? What kind of annotations? Margin notes. Maybe a move, maybe a distraction. In Keops, not everything on the board is meant to be played. Phaedra Vi. Now there's a name from the past. Didn't realize she was still drawing breath. Complicated. Phaedra Vi is a man-eater. She doesn't flirt, she hunts. And when she sets her sights, the ending is never in doubt. I knew men, smart ones who thought they were the exception, that they could handle her. They're not around to argue the point. Course she was. Phaedra always knew how to pull a thread, until the whole man came undone. You want answers? Go see Phaedra Vi. You'll find her apartment in the Upper Central Plaza. Watch your step.
They think it's a tribute. A grand revival. I'm hosting it after all. Who better? The same fools who couldn't spell Januzzian if I bled it onto parchment. Dressing up the corpse of old Carthage in borrowed silks like that makes it breathe again. But that night, it wasn't a party. It was the last time the world bent around me. I ruled it for a single night, and nothing that came after ever mattered. Now they wear the masks. They mouth the toasts. They pretend they remember. It's not nostalgia.
It's taxidermy. Still, if the ghosts are coming, I'll be waiting at the door.
Did you see Phaedra? I assume you found a trail to where she's hiding. Yes, the missing piece of the puzzle. I'll be sure to include it in her obituary. Could be something, could be nothing. It could be a waste of time. Either way, see her. Interesting. Then I hope your Thopter's gassed and waiting, because you're headed into the deep desert.